Excuse me, man. Quick question for you, bro. Is this your Lamborghini?
Yeah.
And what do you do for a living?
Construction and real estate. I graduated college in 2009. I always knew I wanted to have a business, and so I just started, man. I just got to it.
What's the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
I built the business from the ground up, 13 years, 2 months, and I sold the business for $115 million. That G-Wagon right there, this Cullinan, the mortgage on this $20 million home right here is paid for by passive income.
Yeah, my company, we've done a little over $35 million in the past year. We're valued at about $140 million right now. So I think from a young age, I've had just a different way of thinking. In school, I hated it. I sucked at school, but I always knew how to sell. You need to learn how to sell. Without sales, there is no money.
I'd rather a billion followers than $1 billion because with 250,000 followers, I'm bringing in 9 digits in revenue.
What has been the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
Yeah, you know what, man? Just get in the fucking car.
All right, you guys, if you've ever been to Miami, Florida, you know that there are more supercars on the road than in any other city. But what do these people do? Well, today we're gonna be asking these 7, 8, and 9-figure entrepreneurs how they became successful and how you can start your path to becoming wealthy in today's world. All right, you guys, we are in one of the wealthiest neighborhoods in all of Miami, Florida. We have a very special surprise for you. We're here at Eric Spofford's house. He's a 9-figure entrepreneur. He sold a company for over $100 million, has an 8-figure real estate portfolio, and invited us out to his house to give us some game for all the young entrepreneurs out there. Let's see what Eric has to say. How you doing, Eric?
I've been in a lot of industries. You know, my original industry was dealing drugs. I was in a life of crime and addiction and street life growing up, and that's honestly where I learned a lot about business. I started dealing drugs at 10 years old, 5th grade. Yeah, I was selling weed at 5th grade. It didn't work out for me like it doesn't work out for most people, so I got sober, changed my life at 21 years old back in 2006, and then I got into drug addiction treatment. And so I went from being a drug addict and selling drugs to helping people get sober and change their lives, and then alongside that, real estate. And now real estate is a main focus of mine.
What has been the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
A little more than $100 million.
$100 million.
Yeah.
Dude, what happened that year? How are you able to?
I built the business from the ground up, 13 years, 2 months from the moment that I started it as a 23-year-old kid. Then what was I, 35 or 36, something like that, when I sold that business. And I sold the business for $115 million to a private equity-backed strategic company. And then I also sold off a lot of the underlying real estate assets that I had developed for probably, I don't know, 40 million.
What's been the best financial advice that you've ever received? If there's one,
I'm gonna give it to you right now. I'm gonna give you the fucking key. These guys should pay me and you should pay them for what I'm about to give you. This is the difference between the wealthy people and people that are fucking poor. You are gonna go out and focus on how to make income. You need to make money. I don't care if that's through starting a cleaning business, starting a business that comes to these nice homes in Miami and picks up the dog shit, if that's from doing solar. I don't care how you do it. Most people, they understand this concept. I need to make money. I need to make hundreds of thousands, a million, millions a year. That's the goal. This is where everybody goes wrong. They